Yo, what's up, gamers? What's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris Down One, and I'm back with another video. I want to do a real quick live stream. Last night, the news went down. Anthony Davis is finally being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Los Angeles Lakers are going to send Alonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and 3 first-round draft picks. Now, this deal won't be official until the start of free agency, okay, which is not that long. From today, it's really not that long. So, winners, losers, who to blame, I mean, all that. So we're gonna cover everything. So first of all, how this trade affects the Lakers. I feel like, they got the man they wanted, Anthony Davis, AD, pairing him up with LeBron James. Obviously, they're going to have to add more pieces, but even when they had Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Alonzo Ball, and yes, even Kuzma, they still was in the process of adding more shooters, okay, more pieces to the puzzle, because they was missing a lot of pieces, and clearly they're going to have to do that. They got their big two. They got their foundation. Now they just got to build around it, and we're just going to have to wait and see what pieces are they going to be able to do. What now that the trade is done, what this means for the New Orleans Pelicans. They got them a point guard, if he can stay healthy, in Alonzo Ball, which, by the way, Anthony Davis has some health issues. He's kind of injury prone himself, but that's neither here nor there. So Alonzo Ball and Zion Williams, I think that's going to be a good combination, because Alonzo Ball, he's a facilitator, and all he really wants to do is assist. He doesn't necessarily want to score a lot of points, but he does all the little things. And I think with his talent mixed with Zion's talent, that's going to be a good combination. With Brandon Ingram, that, clearly now they'll have flexibility in the backcourt, and they can throw out different combinations, having Zion at the 4, having Brandon Ingram at the 4, having Zion playing the 3, having Brandon Ingram playing the 3. So now you can, you're kind of flexible in the small forward, power forward, and in some assets and in certain situations, the center position, okay? And with Josh Hart, that's another scorer that come off the bench. So now that strengthens your bench, okay? The 3 first-round draft picks, I feel like a lot of people say they gave up too much as far as their future. They just pretty much mortgaged their future to get Anthony Davis. And, clearly they had the number 4 pick, which New Orleans can flip that pick, either trade it to somebody, or just get whatever player that's available in the NBA draft. So a lot of people say that after the trade went down, the Lakers gave up too much, and they didn't have to trade Kuzma in the package. And I feel like if you're a Kuzma fan, just because this trade went down, that don't necessarily mean he's safe. They could package him with some other pieces and maybe add a third team, have a 3-team trade where you can send him to Washington for Bradley Beal, or you send him someplace else, and in return you get Bradley Beal. I feel like that's they have more. The Lakers have more flexibility as far as adding pieces to, because clearly it's LeBron and AD, and everybody else is tradable, okay? I think Rob Pelinka did a good job on this. This is a good, solid job, and by him orchestrating and doing this trade, him and I keep forgetting the name of the GM. I mean, the head guy over there of New Orleans Pelicans um, he used to be president of basketball operations with Cleveland. I apologize. I can't think of his name right now. I'm sorry. But clearly this is a good solid move and this is a good foundation to apply other things to the equation on both of these teams when you're talking about the Pelicans and the Lakers. The Pelicans are looking more towards the future, building a good, solid, fundamental team around Zion, and the Lakers are thinking about let's win now. Okay, um, if you look at this clearly, does this mean that Lakers are going to be title? I mean, playoff. They're definitely going to the playoffs. Not too sure about the title because you're going to still need you're still going to need a consistent shooter. Like a Kawhi, which I don't see. By you doing this trade, I just don't see that happening because I don't think you're going to have enough. I don't know how you're going to squeeze the contract, make the contracts work. Um, Kyrie is still he wanted to play alongside Anthony Davis, and when you hear those reports, that's where you get the Brooklyn thing, because I think Kyrie wanted Anthony Davis to be traded to either Brooklyn or New York, and he was gonna go join whichever team that can get Anthony Davis. And I felt like the Knicks had better assets as far as trade packages than anybody else. Okay, but Kyrie Irving is definitely now more than ever. I feel like he's going to um, join the Lakers, and the only way they're going to be able to do that is for him to sign an extension with Boston, and Boston trades him to the Lakers, but the Lakers are going to have to give something in return that Boston would like. Now since you traded Alonzo Ball, you really don't have any other pieces. Maybe I just said his name and now I forgot it. Kuzma, but I feel like that's going to be a piece for them to get either Kyrie, package him with Kyrie, or package him for Bradley Beal because they want a consistent shooter. And Bradley Beal, I mean, Kuzma shows flashes, but then he also shows the worst side of him. Sometimes he just can't hit anything. Okay, and that's due to the part that he's inexperienced and he's young and he's growing along with the job. Okay, clearly this team, the Lakers, are going to be a veteran type team. They're not going to have all the kids trying to figure it out. This is going to be a veteran built team with a lot of shooters, and I feel like as of right now, Rob Pelinka done a good job on this trade. One could say that he gave up a lot to get Anthony Davis, but on the flip side of things, if they win a title, with these two players, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, then people are going to forget about. Clearly, they lost the number 4 pick, but then the other 2 picks, but if you're deep in the playoffs, those other 2 picks are not going to mean nothing anyway. And I feel like the Lakers are going to be going deep into the playoffs. When you talk about the Pelicans, they're going to have a great team, but unfortunately, this team, you won't see the real essence of this team like down the road, like 3 or 4 years down the road. And I feel like Alonzo, new scenery, he's gonna have a new attitude, and he's already developing on his jumper to be a little bit more consistent. I think he's going to be a decent scorer. He's not going to be a great scorer, but he'll be a decent scorer. But you don't really need a point guard to score a lot when you got all that other talent. Okay, so you got Brandon Ingram, you got you clearly got Zion, and I forgot the other guy who used to play for the Lakers, but now he joined the New Orleans Pelicans. Can't think of Randall. So, and plus some other pieces. Um, that's going to be a very interesting, good team down the road, but not now, but down the road. So, that's all I got to say. Winners and losers. Lakers, clearly won it for now. For the next 2 years, for these first 2 years, the Lakers won this trade. Now, 3 years down the road, we'll have to wait and see how they're positioned in the regular season. Did they advance into the playoffs? Did they go deep into the playoffs? Did they finally win a chip? Because if they do all of those things, then those other two picks that they lost, they're not going to mean